Hello guys, my name is the Tiger and welcome to episode 24 of Green Project. In the last episode we finished our Tree of Life and we have now tier 4 and that's the last tier you can upgrade Tree of Life. But the Tree of Life is not the main object of this game. The main object of the game is to plant all the trees around the map, make the area green again, and have plenty of resources, and of course get rid of the purple bubbles. That's the one of the main objects of the game, but the main one is to survive. And once you reach to middle of the game or the end of the game, it's much easier to survive, especially if you have a lot of stuff on the map. That means you don't have to rely on your crops, on your fields to say like planted anything, because you have to maintain, like you have to put the water. So for example, if we're gonna take 3 grape seeds and we're gonna plant right over there. Oh, I forgot one more. Okay, so we have to water from time to time, make sure that our plants got the plenty of water and let them grow. Alright, our grapes are ready for harvest, but what's gonna happen if we gonna just leave them alone and we're not gonna harvest? That's a really good question. And this happens to our crops. So basically, if we're not gonna harvest them on time, they're gonna turn to this. So what we can do, we can just collect that, and that's our crops gonna become organic waste. So that means not only we have to water the crops, we have to watch out to have our crops should have enough water, but also we have to don't forget to harvest them. So let's, for example, if you plant a lot of crops at the same time and forget to harvest, they're always gonna turn to organic waste. That means we spend a lot of time to not only planting the crops, but also watch out to make sure they have plenty of water. And then at the end, when the crops ready to harvest, we're gonna forget about them and we come back. I'm gonna go somewhere around the map and we're gonna come back home. All of a sudden, they just change to organic waste. So we put so much effort and everything just went down to the drain. And that means it's not a good idea to plant the crops unless you enjoy them and you like it, and you have to keep maintain and you have to watch out, and then when they're gonna be ready, you have to just harvest them on time. Otherwise, if you don't want to waste so much time on this, then just rely on the wild crops like grapes, for example. So if you need the wine, just go to the wild grapes, just harvest them and then collect, and you don't have to worry about like putting the water in the grapes or worry about they gonna turn to organic waste. They just gonna be for you anytime when you're gonna need them. It's much easier than planting them and then just keep maintaining the crops. Anyway, we'll do some fishing today, so let's make a fishing rod, and fishing rod is under tools. We have to scroll all the way down. Let's see what the fishing rod required. Okay, we got a branch, rope, some wire, and worm. So let's take the branch, rope, and we need the wire, and we have the worm. So to make a wire, we need the iron, and we need the hammer also. Can make a wire. Just that's only one part is missing to make a fishing rod. So now we can put all the parts together, and of course our wire, and we can make a fishing rod. As you notice, that doesn't matter the sequence of the parts, as long as you have the exact parts which are required for each tool or any other let's say furniture or raw materials, then you should work all the time. Alright, so we got our fishing rod. And this is my lake. If you make the lake big enough and just leave it alone, then the lake will gonna spawn a lot of fish, and we have plenty of fish, then will be easier to catch the fish. Of course, gonna put the cap because it's raining, and you know the reason why I need to have a cap. One, because if I just remove my cap, and I'm gonna get wet and I will catch the fever. So to prevent me from catching the fever, it's a good idea to wear the cap. Alright, let's do some fishing. Let's see if we're gonna be able to catch the fish. Let's keep coming, and there we got it. And this is our first fish, bream. And it will decay after 23 hours. Well, so if you keep fishing, make sure you're not gonna fish for 24 hours, otherwise whatever you caught, any fish you caught, then basically will decay. And we can cook our fish, but we cannot just put in our kitchen. Let's see, fish, bream. So we need to first prepare the fish. So we have to grab the fish, use the machete to cut it off the head, and finally we can cook our fish. Okay, our fish is ready. Alright, so you can eat the fish. If the fish is good as a food, type of food in this game, well, it's not that good. First of all, you have to catch the fish, which takes a while. Plus, you have to watch out because once you catch the fish, you have to make sure it's not gonna decay after 24 hours. And then you have to prepare the fish and cook it. And once you cooked the fish, then you cannot eat all the fish at the same time or whatever. They will decay after. So if you have so many fish and you cook them, there's no way to preserve. So most likely some of them will decay. There's a different kind of food in this game, but I suggest just for use like preserves food, which is the food in the jars, because then you can store them and they're gonna never decay. All the other food like plant-based or meat-based food, then after usually 5 or 7 days they will decay. So if you prepare a lot of plenty of food, then basically you're not going to be able to eat all of them, and then some of them will decay, and it's kind of waste. And there's one more thing I would like to show you guys. What's gonna happen if you step in the bubble and we're gonna die? What will happen? Well, there's funny graphics, funny animations, and there's a nice song playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. So, if you're gonna die in this game, the game is gonna come back to the main screen, and all what you can do, just select load and load your game from your last save. So whatever you did from your last save, basically will be lost. It happened. Well, it happened to me on few occasions. I just stepped in on purple bubble by accident and I died a few times. And I just had to reload my progress. Whatever I was doing, I lost it and I had to just reload. Anyway, with this optimistic accent, we're gonna finish today's episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it and see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.